Hello, and welcome back everyone. It is me, Unique Man Out, and I'm here with another video. Today, just like yesterday's video, we are doing a Discord Mafia. Now if you saw the video from yesterday, or if you haven't, the link to that video is down in the description below. And this video is just gonna be the rolls. So, not like dice roll, the what you can and what you can be during the game you may play. So first off, we are going to be doing the alignments. All players will have a single alignment. Your win condition is based on your alignment and neither can change during a game. Now, as I just said, I did do the rules yesterday. It's already up. So, if you haven't seen that, I recommend you do that. The link to that video is in the description below. And, if you aren't going to watch that, then just let me explain a tad bit of this. Discord Mafia is like the, game, Town of Salem. So, if you know how that game works, then this kind of plays off of that. Now, this isn't the first time people have played this. This is just a Discord version of this. People usually play it in person or just whatever. We are doing it over type chat. So you have to type what you're going to say. There's no speaking to another person vocally. It's all typing, which does get annoying after a little bit, but I digress. Kingdom. The kingdom is the collective alliance of all towns in the realm. This alliance is brought to life through the summit. When trouble arises, the summit is called to order, where town leaders meet to deduce friend from foe, to cleanse their ranks. The kingdom has agreed to simple trial system. Each summit, attendees will vote to execute one amongst themselves, until the kingdom is rid of the infestation. Traitor. Traitors have infiltrated the summit with the goal of dismantling the kingdom from within. Each winter, the traitors convene in secret to plan a murder, which is carried out by one of the traitors. During the summit, traitors will use every devious tool in their belt, forgery of identity, false promises, anything it takes to stay alive long enough to kill the rest. Traitors will not rest until every member of the kingdom is dead, or nothing can prevent this from happening. Third parties. Third parties come in many forms and have various goals. Some have a small group of families who try to survive together, and some may be on their own. Third parties typically win when everybody else is dead, regardless of whether the third party is living. So basically just dropping a nuke in the room and you win. Roles. Each player has exactly one role assigned to them at the start of the game. Various actions may result in your role changing mid-game. Barons have a unique power in numbers, while they possess no special abilities. The vast population of simple barons and the unique strengths of individual players allow barons to engage in much riskier gambits than their peers, such as subtly hinting at holding more power than they do to draw traitors' attention away from specialized roles, or simply freely calling out traitors' behavior, knowing that lynching them is not what the traitors want. The Baron is the most versatile role in Mafia due to its simplicity, and basically there will not be a game on here that I've seen that there will not be at least one Baron. If Mayor is in the setup, all players will be made aware before the game begins. The Mayor is an elected role. During the summit, all members will vote to elect a mayor. Instead of voting for who to execute, members must select a mayor each and every summit and may not vote to stay. If no majority is reached by the voting deadline, then the mayor will be whoever has the most votes at the deadline. A tie is broken with whoever has the longest tenured vote. And tenured is who got the highest number of votes first. So basically, say you have two people vying against each other, and there are 5 people. Four people choose to vote to the 2 people separately. So I'm screwing this up. Let me back up. 2 people vote to vote one dude, and 2 people vote another dude. The 5th person doesn't vote, but whoever got their second vote first is the mayor, basically. Bad talk, but yeah. When a mayor is elected, they are given the power to determine who is condemned. The mayors may also choose to stay. So basically, you get to choose who dies or lives. Basically. Upon election, the mayor is given 24 hours office to privately submit their selection. The mayor may not extend this phase. If the mayor does not make a submission, the mayor will be executed. The mayor role is held only until the end of office, and the elected player then reverts to their previous role. Alchemist. You are a skilled apothecary with a powerful recipe for disaster. You may target another summit member during the summit, not harvest, to poison. You will anonymously poison them and they will die shortly thereafter. This will not end the summit. Assassin. You understand the human weakness and how to exploit it. You may target another summit member per winter. You will attack and murder them. Banker. You make a living off of the thrill of guesswork. Each winter you may place a bet that one member in particular will be executed the next summit. If you are correct, you are rewarded with an item. This bet is considered an action, but not a target. You grew up among the wild beasts of nature, and have a special relationship with them. You may target one summit member per winter to investigate. You will identify anybody they targeted. You have a refined patience and a hand in the cogs of the council. You may target another summon member per winter to block. You will prevent them from performing any actions. So basically, if a bureaucrat does something to the banker, he can't, if he was correct, he won't get rewarded since the bureaucrat blocked that. And that's my correct way of thinking. Captain, you were once the head guard of the King's Watch and have resigned to a life of private protection. You may target another summon member per winter to protect. You will save the summon member from one attack. If the member is attacked, a coin flip determines whether you or the attacker dies. You are among a collective of like-minded associates that work as one for all. All counts are able to communicate privately during the winter. You are certain that your fellow counts are loyal to the kingdom. Detective. You are a well-traveled jack of all trades with a strong intuition. You may target another summon member per winter to investigate. You will learn their role. So basically, traders want to kill this dude. Duke. For a lifetime of commitment to the kingdom, you have been awarded a powerful right. You may select one summon member during the summit, not harvest, to pardon. If voted to die, the execution will fail and winter will begin. You will anonymously prevent their execution and will henceforth be unable to select a member to pardon. A duke will always be loyal to the kingdom. Ghost. Despite your execution, you continue to haunt the living. While you are a ghost, you may continue to participate in summits and cannot be executed. However, you do not have a vote and you do not count toward total vote counts. You are still able to be targeted, by other power wolves and can be killed. Christopher, you have you have a drive to lead the way in cleansing the populace. You may target another summon member per winter. You will attack and murder them. If you murder members that share your win condition, you will no longer be able to target members each winter. So basically, if your kingdom inquisitor, you want to take out traitor. If you're and vice versa. King, you are responsible for the well-being of your vassals. You may target another summon member per winter to protect. You will save them from all attacks. Medium, the spirits have always been talkative with you. During winter, you may submit one yes or no question subject to mod approval to the graveyard. All their players may vote yes or no, and you will receive a tally of how many answered each option the following winter. Merchant, you are well connected in the world market and have amassed a collective of items. At the beginning of a game, you will be told exactly which items you possess. You may target another summer member per winter to gift. You will anonymously give them an item of your choice. The receiver will get a notification if the gift resolves. The receiver may not use an item and an ability in the same phase. You may not use your items. You may give each item only once. Patriots, you go above and beyond with your nationalism. Though you are no different in ability from a baron, you will always be loyal to the kingdom. You will be announced as a patriot at the start of the first summit. So basically, if you're a patriot, you will be announced and everyone will know that you are 100% a kingdom. But that also means the traitors will take you out first, since they know that everyone else knows that you are good. And traitors don't like that. They want to keep everything guesswork. Pyromancer, you are gifted the Arcane School of Flame. You may target another summon member per winter to mark. You will anonymously place a hex on them. During a summit, not harvest, you may choose to begin quietly chanting. Your ritual will trigger all marked members as well as yourself to die in a burst of flames. This will not end the summit. Your ritual ignition is considered an action, but not a target. So basically, however many people you choose to target, you die with them. So be careful on your selection. Sheriff, you have a keen eye for identifying interpersonal associations. You may target another summon member per winter to investigate. You will learn their alignment. You are an astute observer. You may target one summon member per winter to investigate. You will identify anybody who targeted them. Squire, you are a dedicated yet fickle fan of your peers. You may target another summon member per winter. If they are targeted by other members, you will intercept the actions and becomes a target instead. So basically, you're just doing a Mr. President, no! type save. Undead. While you appear normal on the outside, you know that your existence does not end at death. If you are executed, your role changes to ghost. Undertaker. As a gravedigger, you've spent plenty of time around dead bodies. You may select one summon member per winter. If they die before you reselect another member, their role and alignment will not be revealed. So you can keep someone's alignment from revealing. That is interesting. For if the Undertaker is a traitor, but if an Undertaker is a kingdom, be sure you don't target a traitor and he dies before you select another one, because then no one will know. Who knows? I don't know. Warden, you have climbed the ranks of the justice system and rule your prison with an iron fist. You may target another summon member per winter to imprison. Your prisoner will be prevented from performing any actions and is protected from most winter targets, including all attacks. Now, third parties. Third parties are walls with no alignment. Third parties typically win by being the last player standing, or if everybody else dies. Lich. You are impervious to any normal means of death and appear as a traitor if your alignment is investigated. You must target another summon member per winter to mark. Your place on them, your phylactery. If they die, you will die as well. You will attack and murder anybody who targets you, except inducting scribes and counts. If you are voted for execution, it will fail and winter will begin. I read the I as an alpha a little bit. My bad! You are a lifelong thrill seeker and have always just been along for the ride. If your alignment is investigated, you will return no result. Your goal is simply to be alive when another faction would otherwise fulfill their win condition. If you succeed in surviving till another faction would normally have won, were you not living, you will murder all other living members and win the game. So basically, if there is a saboteur in the game, be sure to kill him before you kill the other team, because if the other team dies before you die. Your team dies, basically. Vampire. You have only one goal. Quench your thirst for blood. You care not for what the kingdom desires, nor for what the traitors fight, but will appear as kingdom if your alignment is investigated. You may target another summon member per winter to attack. You will feast on them, killing them. Then we got the wall modifiers. Wall modifiers are used to balance a setup's power walls. It is not uncommon for a wall to come with a modifier meant to limit power. Some modifiers even apply to other modifiers. Archivist. You spend your spare time chronicling your life. You have amassed quite a collection of recorded anecdotes. Why there's a C there, I do not know. It's anecdotes. Yeah. Upon your death, you may relay a mod-approved note for all to read. You may submit a new note via PDC once per winter. Clansmen. Clansmen have history together more binding than citizenship. Clansmen know that fellow clansmen share alignments, and are able to communicate privately during winter. A clan may or may not receive a unique win condition, applying only to their clansmen. Collector. You have a vast selection of tools and artifacts at your disposal. At the beginning of a game, you will be told exactly which items you possess. You may not choose to use an item and an ability in the same winter. Also, it's clansmen. If one of you is a kingdom, then all of you are kingdoms. So, yeah, that's quite useful. Conservationists. Conservationists are extremely wary of the resources they expend performing their abilities. As such, they have self-imposed limits on how frequently they work. Specific restrictions will vary depending on the role, but are typically along the lines of twice in the game, or during even odd winters. Choir. A captivating presence, very capable of steering the attention of those nearby. Each summit a query may submit an anonymous message via PDC that the mods will post for all to see. Kind of got a little bit Shakespeare for a minute. Deadeye. Trained in ranged combat, if given the opportunity for a shot, you rarely miss. When you perform a kill, you will be unable to be stopped by a protective wall. However, you can still be blocked from marking a target in the first place. Bureaucrat. You can't do that. So, if you target someone, someone else can't, the scribe can't be like, Mr. President, no! The president will be dead, no matter what the scribe tries. Duelist. A duelist is prepared when When targeted for attack during the winter, a duelist knows how to fight back and survive. A duelist is notified if they are attacked. Duelists are typically also conservationists. Conservationists, so talking people. Also, we've already read one of those. Limited to 1 or 2 saves. Guildmaster. Guildmasters are experts at gathering and training groups of people. Each winter, Guildmaster may target a summer member to recruit. The Guildmaster will change the recruit's role or modifiers. If changing a role, the target's role is overwritten with the Guildmaster's. If changing modifier, the modifier is simply added to the recruit's repertoire. Unless they are a scribe, the guildmaster may only recruit members who share the same rank condition. If the recruit has a different rank condition, they will murder the guildmaster without targeting them. So basically, if you're a kingdom guildmaster, then you can only recruit kingdom masters. If you accidentally recruit a traitor, then the traitor just kills you without targeting you. So kind of risky. Resilient. Resilience leads to an extraordinary world to live. Resilient members live one extra phase, winter or summer. If killed, not executed, a resilient member dies if they are attacked a second time. Scribe. Scribes are collectively attempting to maintain the records of the summit. They convene privately each winter to discuss their matters. Scribes do not know anything about their fellow scribes, except that they are scribes. Thief. Thieves are very elusive and always cover their tracks. When investigated, thieves will not appear as having targeted anybody. Vindictive. Some members simply never give up. If a vindictive member is voted for execution, they will kill another member when they are executed. That word, members may submit their choice privately at any time via PDC and may resubmit at will. Upon condemnation, the most recent submission is their target. So basically, if you get targeted to die, before you die, you basically just throw a throwing knife at your target. Basically. Hidden modifiers. The following role modifiers may be hidden from the player. Apprentices. Apprentices are the workforce of the next generation. An apprentice will take over the role of a teacher upon the teacher's death. An apprentice might not be aware of their apprenticeship until the death of their teacher occurs. If there is an apprentice, there will always be a linked teacher. Teachers will pass their role to their apprentice upon death. A player might not know they are a teacher. A player will not know their apprentice. Teachers may pass on a weaker version of their assigned role. If there is a teacher, there is always a linked apprentice. So basically, if you're a teacher, a kingdom teacher, you may give your role to a apprentice traitor and vice versa. So, kind of risky, I guess. But then again, you don't know if you're a teacher or apprentice, so, Unstable. Unstable members do not behave rationally and will have their investigation muddled by one of their following quirks. Unstable investigator always receives the opposite result or a positive/negative result. So basically, if you are an investigator and have an unstable role or a modifier, you can't trust yourself. Witches are simply misunderstood. Try as they might, they never seem to blend in with their peers. When investigated, a witch will return the opposite alignment. So that's both good/bad, I guess. Traitor, good. Kingdom, bad. Basically. Items. Some roles begin the game with items and have the ability to attain them, or have the ability to attain them. Items are consumed when used or triggered, but not when gifted. Using an Using an item counts as an action and may not be submitted along with another action in the same phase. Items are used during winter unless specified otherwise. Let's do a little bit. Scroll down real quick. The armor. This sturdy breastplate is for personal use. It protects the wearer from one attack and would resolve after any other protections consumed when triggered. The cloak. This silky gauze allows the owner to target another player. When investigated, that player will not appear as having targeted anybody. The crystal ball. This orb of glass allows the user to pull the graveyard with one yes or no question. So basically, the crystal ball is just like the medium. The dagger. This ornate blade allows the owner to target a player to kill during winter. The flask of acid. Flask. This glass jar allows the owner to select a player. If that player dies during the phase that the flask was consumed, their role and alignment will not be revealed. The shield. This ancient Aegis allows the owner to target another player. That player cannot be killed via attack during the phase that the shield was consumed. The tarot cards. This deck covered in ancient symbols allows the owner to investigate the alignment of another member. The manacles. These cuffs of rusty iron allows the owner to target a player. That player will be prevented from performing any actions and is protected from most winter targets, including all attacks. The Masterwork Tools. This set of painstakingly crafted implements allows a conservationist with no remaining uses of their ability to use it once more. If owned by a conservationist, didn't stroke that time, yay me, they may consume the tools as an additional use of a conserved ability. The Vial of Poison. This corked glass tube allows the owner to target a player during the summit. That player will die shortly thereafter. This will not end the summit. And with that, that's the end of all of the roles. So, if you enjoyed any of this, or if you learned anything, then hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you're new, and when you do subscribe, remember to hit that bell to get notified whenever I do post another video. And, share with your friends, families, neighbors, aunts, uncles, wherever. Pets, yeah, those two. Bully next door, teacher, grandparents, doesn't matter. Just share with the whole world. And, see you next time. Stay unique, everybody. Peace out.